what up, YouTube? Watching how these two VTubers lost their careers overnight. Let's get into it.
Of a website.
God damn, it's just loud.
Agree on that. But like any other website, it does have an algorithm that tries. Twitter is an absolute cesspool of a website. I think we can all agree on that. But like any other website, it does have an algorithm that tries to find what interests you and pushes it right in your face to make you stay there longer. Now, yes, I follow a bunch of VTubers. They follow me back. It assumes that I'm interested in VTubers, and you know what? I am. I mean, clearly, just look at my channel. And thanks to this algorithm, sometimes it'll feel like a coliseum, where I'll scroll down on my feed and see two VTubers I've never heard of fight to the death over accusations. Most of the time, it's very trivial things that can be ignored, but sometimes there are some ridiculous controversies, and that's exactly what happened in this situation. This involves a partnered streamer with almost 40,000 followers.
I'm trying to get like you, big bro. Damn.
Unlike a lot of my other videos, there's no need to be neutral here at all because this person's actions are unjustifiable.
Yeah, no, maybe I don't want to be like you.
She's terrible, but it wasn't just.
If you play video games, no joke. If you
hold on, Dead by Daylight. I was playing that bitch the other day. Fuck. No, I look, he still got that fuck wrong button.
Who was also her friends, including but not limited to another partnered streamer by the name of Antan, who is equally, if not more, terrible. This is the standard internet villain story. Two very unlikable people did something bad, they tried to double down on it, and eventually only apologized because they felt forced to. It's hilariously bad, so let's get right into it. So typically, when a Twitch partner gets banned, the automated account by the name of Streamer Bans will let everyone know about it. This is exactly what happened on August 10th, 2024. Baybub got banned for the first time on Twitch. But this isn't how the majority of people found out about her being banned. Now, yes, she had made a post saying, I got banned on Twitch for 7 days for things I did not do. A small Dead by Daylight creator got very hostile towards me and my friends who played against him, and he nitpicked lines and made it all that I said it. I'm with my family right now, so I will appeal and get more into this later. The thread does go on and we'll get to it, but most people still didn't find out about this through this tweet. They found out about it by someone quote tweeting this with exactly what she did to the smaller streamer. This was the tweet that most people aware of this saw in their Twitter feed.
You along with your friends streamed it. It was probably because you lost the match of Dead by Daylight. You also put up his stream while live and dog harassed him in his chat. Nah, let me not even say that. I ain't trying to get bad, bruh. Please.
By Spookin' Jukes, quote tweeting that tweet we just saw from Bub and saying, you deserve to be
he was
banned.
Gonna read it for me.
You and Antan Desu are both Twitch partners, and you, along with your friends, shamed a streamer with 700 followers because you lost a match of Dead by Daylight. You also pulled up his stream while live and all harassed him in his chat.
When it comes to Dead by Daylight, not possible.
Linking a clip 1 minute 22 seconds long. In it, you'll see exactly why she got banned and exactly why she was getting so much hate.
No, you're not about to get me banned, right?
4K hours and they're streaming this gameplay, bro. I'm so sure nobody is gonna get entertained by this.
They're a streamer?
Yep.
I'ma go annoy them. Of course he's a white man.
Okay, cool. That's crazy.
Hold on, let's see. Why are we being so sad?
I did not hump anyone this match.
Why you sit on single gen?
Was that killer camping the gens or like camping the hooks? Cause if so, he low-key a dickhead for that. But you going at somebody, we didn't even show your face on that bitch is kind of crazy. I'm just letting you know. I'm not gonna lie. You try to tell you try to get at somebody when you don't even show your face on your live stream. Nothing wrong with that, but it don't make sense, baby. It don't make sense.
You sit on single gen. There were 3 fucking gens left on the map. 1 gen was 99. The sheer amount of viewers and streaming and you people like this, man. I did not hump a single person. Can you link the clip where I humped? Link it.
Oh, was he not even the killer? No, he must have been, right? Well, no, that's that other person he showed. That's her. Okay, yeah, no. So that guy must have been the killer.
Is whining like a little bitch and does not want to admit anything they're doing. It's
That's
got some
small
issues.
behavior. It's okay, it happens. That's why you only have 18 viewers.
Ah, come on. Why you ain't had to do all that now?
It's,
Come on, bro.
two partnered streamers in a single chat is too much for him to handle, unfortunately.
You open his stream.
Yo, okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Like, oh.
Not part of the video, but I gotta ask. What's the point of making your VTuber have... I ain't gonna say it, but... I'm trying to get more people's attention. Hey, there do be some horny ass kids, but they do be watching streams, so... You know, shit, I'm just like, why? Shit, that shit probably worked. But...
Well, of course, it's a white guy.
So I gotta start VTubing and just... Wow, that's crazy.
Like,
Dumbo fucking looking white man.
oh boy.
Like, it wasn't racist.
Wow!
You know, he looks very privileged, and he uses the way he talks tells a lot.
Yo, I'm not
about
gonna lie.
privilege.
Yo, attacking somebody by the way they look in their stream, when you are a little VTuber. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a VTuber now. That's all I'm saying. But come on, bro. What are we doing here? Come on. You get on somebody else about how they look, but you don't even show your face on your stream? That's kind of crazy.
He has pre-pubescent white boy.
I said that his penis is very small.
What a bunch of wholesome people, right?
Nah, facts. Somebody holds them chat.
Let's get into this mess. So look, Dead by Daylight's a very popular game. I'm sure you know
Great
how
game.
it works, just in case you don't.
Great
There's
game.
4 players trying to avoid a killer, right? The quote-unquote smaller streamer, Napnight,
Is that him?
is the killer, and he's after Bub and her 3
Okay,
friends.
I'm not gonna lie, I played this shit like
quite
2 days
literally
ago.
wiped the floor with
Besides
them.
that,
okay? He
I haven't played the game in a long
absolutely
time.
destroyed them.
I used to be
And
nice though, bro. I'm not
additionally,
gonna lie, I
they
used
were
to be nice and
accusing him
stay.
of humping
Sure, I'm
her,
not gonna
which
lie,
is
bro.
the
Yo, if clips didn't delete on Xbox, I could pull one up. Actually, I could pull a couple of them up. But they do better. I'm not gonna say. I ain't gonna lie. I had a great clip. I played with my friends. That shit's mad old. I'm not gonna lie. I was joking the fuck out the killer. I'm not gonna lie. I was making it my bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
the equivalent of something like teabagging in games like Halo or Call of Duty.
Teabag,
It's seen as
teabag.
toxic. So they
Man,
went to
that's
his
it.
stream to
Man, I'm not gonna lie. The killer teabagged me. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, but shit, fuck. You know, there's nothing I can do about it, man. I can get a teabag. You know what? I should have played better, man.
I mean, you know, there's no other way to
Unless
say
you were
it.
being a bitch and just
Harass him.
camping.
They started typing in his chat. They started saying very mean things that we'll get into later. But I mean, honestly, what they just said on stream was insane. Like, the first thing you say is, of course, he's a white guy. Like, what? This was, of course, said by Antan, who is the other partner streamer in this equation, along with Beba. So first thing she says is something about his skin color. Then says he is privileged just from the tone of his voice. Whatever the hell that means.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Whatever the hell that means. Then making fun of his view count, saying that, oh, him seeing 2 partnered badges in his chat made him too stressed out, it seems. Which is so ironic because that
Fuck off.
actually sounds like something a privileged person would say, right? The
Yeah.
whole thing was done in very
low-key
poor
does.
taste, and that's not how a partnered streamer should behave at all. It goes against TOS
Not
on
facts.
Twitch.
You should
Not
be that
only
partner badge.
Does harassment go against TOS, but also as a streamer,
My chatting.
especially a partnered streamer, when you talk badly about another streamer on the platform, you also face special consequences, like maybe a longer ban. So their reasoning was he was being toxic. He was humping them
Here's the
after
fuck- let me
killing
see that.
them,
Go on, play
which
this
is
clip.
why
I
they
gotta
were
see what
so
they're talking
mean to
about.
him. But Spook and Jukes also included this reply showing that actually this was all fabricated. There was no humping
Hopefully
at
that
all.
dude who
Watch.
was getting, they was shooting. Hopefully got
So here's the killer.
And then you do that.
And they're saying that was humping.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's no way we're calling. I've played this game before. I played as killer. Sometimes it'll low-key not be letting you pick up the motherfucker. You gotta move around, try to pick them up, because shit be low-key bugging sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. You saying that something, I'm not gonna lie. You just bitching at this point. Just keeping it about. You gotta be. You just bitching. Like, you just gotta be mad because he fucking your shit. That sounded weird. Yeah, that not like that, but no, God, never mind.
Me, okay.
What?
Yo, just and then here you got this this.
stuff to me.
Then you got her friend. Oh,
enhancements,
hey,
you name it, I've got it
yo.
all.
You didn't see that, okay? Yo, what am I doing? Yo, Oh my god, no, that was crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But here you got your friend just, just riding the shit out of her. Like, damn.
And this is his point of view. This is him.
Like, look, you see what I mean?
He was just trying to pick her up.
Like I said, yo, that's literally what I just said like a minute ago. Sometimes this can be bullshitting, and you can't pick up you can't pick them up, so you gotta move around and just wait until fucking pops up.
She was crawling and he was just trying to pick her up. That's humping. That's like the equivalent of teabagging. In what world? I don't know. So this leads us back to Baybub's tweet, which was her saying, oh, no, what I said was out of context. I'm being harassed. This is a hate campaign against me. By the way, she got community noted if you didn't notice. Bub the Law was caught on clips harassing the other streamer and also using racist remarks of course it's a white man. Linking the clip we saw from Spook and Jukes. I do want to quickly point out that the community note is wrong here. The person who said of course it's a white man was Antan, not Baybub, but everything else is correct. Baybub then continues. As soon as the game was over, me and my friends moved on, but this person kept talking about me making up.
Me and my friends moved on.
Things I don't understand.
Oh, fuck, what did you do? You moved on? Are we lying now?
Why am I being
Fuck
punished
otter.
for something where I am not in the wrong? This feels
Just
very
chatting,
wrong and
gang.
unfair. Twitch support. I will be appealing with my point of view tomorrow.
Fuck otter. Yo,
Yet
I'm like, yo, I
another
gotta stop saying that
community
bitch.
note
God
shows
damn.
up here
But
saying,
man,
Bub is
you know damn
deliberately
well,
lying.
yeah,
They
you're
were
chatty,
talking
bitch.
about him in the
Fuck
next
otter.
games
God
as well,
damn it, why do I keep
linking the
saying
same
that?
clip. And I
Fuck.
think this is referencing how even after the game ended, in the end game screen, they were still talking about him. Then Baybub said, person who claims I said the quoted below are not right. Certain cited things were never said by any of my friends. I did say only he has probably small dick by sitting on a single generator, or that he seems like an asshole, but that is the only things that came out of my mouth. As you can see, the
I'm not gonna lie,
accusations
but
here
from
are
the clips that we
she
saw,
and her
that killer
friends
he ain't even look that bad. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I played against some killers that they would just camp the hooks or just camp generators. I'm like, man, get the fuck on, bruh. Like, come on, man. Fuck, I clicked the wrong thing.
said all these things. There's a lot of things here that I personally have not heard from
Let's
the clips that
ban
were
this
shared, so
little
some things might be exaggerated.
Garbage. He should be. I'm guessing that's. I don't know what a fucking asshole. He looks so privileged. Average white male. You can hear from his accent already what type of guy he is. Tunneling. He is a small day person just guarding this one gen. Okay, let's just say he is guarding one gen. Why not just go to another one? I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, okay, shit, you wanna just cover one gen when they're small? 'Cause, you know, I guess when there's one, there's usually only like two, and then if you go over there, check it. Okay. No, thing is, he thinks he is something, but clearly is no supermodel. Supermodel? I'm not gonna lie, Vtubers talking about supermodel's kind of crazy. You do show small dick, probably stupid male, stupid white.
Exaggerated, but honestly, at this point, they don't have to be exaggerated because what I've heard already is enough to deem her a terrible person. Then she says, I would like to also say that this person, and just so you know, when she says person here, she means the person she harassed. She says, this person kept encouraging their audience to come over to my stream to report me and making allegations that I sent army from my stream to his chat, which is a lie. The only people who came to his chat was Xim, Antan, and then after 2 minutes, myself. Again, dude, it's like, you harassed someone, you were mean to them. Honestly, if he actually told his audience to go report you, he's in the right. Let's just make that one clear. Then she continues, also kind of funny that this person suddenly is hiding their VODs private
what is
and
this
subs
thing?
only. Surely they have nothing to hide
What is
in
this?
this
I'm
VOD.
interested to see what
Why
this
would they
says,
make
guys.
VODs private otherwise? As of August 23rd, they're not. Hers are though. I wonder why. One last thing, though this wrongful ban from that person, I don't support or encourage people in going after the person that got me banned. Yeah, it's upsetting, but I don't want you guys going hunting them down or wish them death threat. This will get resolved, if not we meet again
Who
in
the
7
fuck brought
days.
that up?
So yeah, the classic don't harass them guys, even though that's literally what you did to get banned. This is so ironic, dude. It's so stupid. And of course, I don't think there's a single reply here
course it's
that
the
is siding
white
with her.
one.
Okay, there's not a single one. Everyone is against her, saying no, we caught you in 4K. There's no way you actually stand by this. Like, actually
now they
crazy.
unrest.
And on the post from the streamer bans account saying that Baybub got banned, you can see her partnered streamer friend
Totally
Antan
not
saying
deserved.
totally not deserved. One idiot encouraged his viewers to mass report her for a game is such a joke. Again, really not making it better for her or for her friend. And then added, totally unfair to see Twitch support siding with someone who is lying about everything and still get punished for speaking back. Free my girl,
how the
she's
fuck
all
did
I
she not
have.
get banned?
What the fuck? So both Antan and Baybub were doubling down on this, even though we had clips. Like, we heard everything, we saw everything. The dude didn't do anything. He's just a smaller streamer who is better than you at a video game. They still were doubling down here. And now everyone caught wind of this, right? Many drama channels were talking about it in VTubing circles. A lot of people were aware of this, and they were not gonna let them get away with it. As all of this was going on, Napnight, the streamer who was harassed in this situation, posted this statement replying to Baybub's initial tweet, saying this: giving my 2 notes about this since I am again getting messages, follows, and join requests of your viewers on my server. I just want to be left alone, just like I wanted to be left alone then. Victimizing yourself and twisting the truth here is not doing any good. At the end of the day, you came to my stream while viewing it in yours when I said, good games, well played, and told that you guys were very good at the game and gave me quite a tough match. Your co-streamers also mentioned that they want to come and annoy me in your live stream beforehand. You quickly joined her in my chat with malicious intents. Your co-streamers mentioned that I should get shot hours after matching up with me while you hyped her. All this just because you lost in a video game. So I should mention here, I didn't see this clip, but if he's talking about it, he has no reason to lie, right? That's insane to actually say that over a game on Twitch as a partnered stream. That's fucking crazy to me. Anyway, he continues. Your point of view and all the stuff I mentioned was sent to Twitch. You cutting these parts out of it and resending them to Twitch doesn't change anything. I would suggest you take the 7-day ban and try to remember good etiquette next time you are streaming without making fun of smaller streamers and their skin color, accent, penis size, how they look, nor come to their chat to shame them for just starting out on Twitch. Do better, all the best. Nap. P.S. Feel free to watch my point of view of the match and see for yourself how polite I was during the whole time. It is just a video game. Nothing justifies your behavior here. I can confirm this because I watched Nap's point of view. He was very polite. There was no weird behavior from him. He was just playing the game, man. But of course, this clip of them saying they should get, normally I would have actually watched the VODs of both Antan and Baybub to find that clip in particular, but they have both set their VODs to subscribers only, which means I have to pay money to watch them. I am not about to give them a fucking dime, bro. There's no way I'm giving them a cent. So you know what? I'm gonna take Nap's word for it. The fact that they said that is insane. Additionally, we have a screenshot here that shows us
when they were attacking them just far. Sorry, I wouldn't mean to bring more viewers over. You clearly aren't worth it.
some of the things that Baybub said in Nap Knight's chat. Like, for example, sorry, we didn't mean to bring more viewers over. You clearly aren't worth it. Become a better person. And you can even see, I think, one of Baybub's friends, Simcoe, saying, it's just us three from the game, nobody else is here, indicating that this is a dead stream and that this person shouldn't even be streaming. They're a waste of space, right? The person who tweeted this, these message logs, got blocked by Antan immediately, which should say a lot. Now, to everyone's surprise, Streamer Bands did another tweet that said Twitch partner Baybub has been unbanned after 2 days, 2 hours and 14 minutes. This means that the ban appeal she had sent Twitch worked out. Twitch saw her as innocent, which is ridiculous. The entire reply section was against the sub saying that she should be banned permanently. It was a very unpopular decision from Twitch. But Baybub was celebrating like nothing had happened, trying to move on from this like she was really the victim. Again, her replies painted a very different picture, with everyone saying that Twitch really screwed up here and that she shouldn't be on the platform. She streamed a couple of times after being unbanned. And of course, a lot of people were criticizing her in her chat. So eventually, on August 15th, 3 days after being unbanned, she made this tweet saying, I will be taking a few days off. I am not a drama frog, but certain people love milking things. Believe what you want to believe. I will not stop you, but there's always other side of the coin. I'm sorry to whoever my actions caused harm, even though it wasn't meant with hostility. And again, dude, I think this might be the most community-noted person I've ever seen in a video.
A Theory Restart is a turn-based PvP-focused gacha, setting a new standard for what it means to be free to
of mine. Like, another community note says, Bub is trying to downplay her harassment and racist remarks that she and her friend Antan Desu caused towards a smaller streamer due to them losing a match in Dead by Daylight against the other party. Again, linking the clip of them being very weird towards Nap Night. Baybub then replies to this tweet with another bigger statement. This is a Discord post she made in her server saying, I won't tag at everyone. If you feel like reading this, go ahead. You may have seen the tweet targeted at my side. It is clear a certain person we won't name is holding strong personal grudge against me. It is really sad to see, even more sad that a lot of things are twisted and clips are taken out of context to make me look the worst. Nope, they really don't have to be taken out of context to make you look bad. You did it yourself. She continues, I'm not saying I'm innocent in the whole matter. Certain things were said mainly by my friends and I could have and should have stopped them. Certain people...
You throw your friends under the bus now? That's what you're doing? That's the way you're going
People in
with
this world are more sensitive to some stuff being said, even though they are harmless, but that is
shit. I'm not gonna lie. You said it to me, I really wouldn't care.
How things are. Again, she's now tripling down
your friends
on the
under
fact that she did
crazy.
nothing wrong. She continues, to be completely honest, I'm not good with these situations. It is not good for anyone's mental. I will not be interacting with the said post because that is pretty much what those people want. I had said my side of the story, and out due respect of the other party, I did not ever include any clips to stain their reputation or make it seem like I'm targeting them / harassing them, even though the evidence is clear in there. She has to be schizophrenic at this point, right? Like, there's no way she's doing this and thinking it's a good idea. What is she talking about? What clips could she possibly find of Nap Night that make him look bad at this situation? There are none. Next thing she says is this. Once more, for the very last time, I never sent anyone to target the said individual. You didn't have to, because you sent yourself to his chat to target him, as well as your friends, so this doesn't make any sense to include. She continues, however, as of current time, it is clear this person won't stop until I'm stomped completely to the ground, and they even went the length to report some of my sub-emotes to get them taken down, showing them. I never said go after them being Nap Night, because there's nothing I hate more than bullying. Oh my god, dude. This is insane. Yeah, she continues. However, as of now, I am the one who is getting attacked and forced to take the blame for everything, even things that did not come out of my mouth. Cornered and stained and pointed fingers out. It is not very healthy for me to continue streaming with the current situation. My content does not resonate around drama, and if you watch me or even tuned in, you are well aware what kind of person I am. Because the situation is as it is, I feel I cannot even defend myself because it will just look like I'm making excuses, so I will just disappear if that is what people really want. If it makes the world a better place, then be it. I just really like injustice like this because I really feel wronged. Love you guys. So look, it's clear English is not a first language. I feel like Google Translate would have done a better job, especially with that last sentence, but she's pretty much saying she hates injustice and she feels wrong. She's being framed. She's being attacked for no reason other than just existing and being a wholesome streamer. And man, a tear is running down my cheek right now. But this is delusion to the highest level. It's insane. But that delusion did not last, because 2 days after posting this on August 17th, she finally came out with an apology with 1,000 replies. Yeah, of course, this is controversial. Here's what she had to say about this. I want to start off by sincerely apologizing to Nap Night. Wow, took you a while. Finally. As a streamer and the one broadcasting the content, I'm responsible for the guest I invite to my broadcast, and of course for the way I react to what is being said.
Ain't no way she's not about to take...
going along with it, as we're in this case, or taking appropriate measures to prevent or stop the harmful situation, which was the right course of action I was expected to take, but did not. The insult I referred to you as was uncalled for, and in the heat of the moment of the accumulated frustration frustration from previous matches that I ended up wrongly
That's my
taking
title
out
on
on
this
you.
bitch,
As a
fuck.
partnered streamer, I meant to help, support, and encourage other creators and be someone they can look up to, especially to be in control of my
Man, this
emotions
bitch is
and
chatting.
how I
Fuck
act
outta her.
upon them. However, I was far from being such a person, and I am ashamed of it. In my content, I have always put emphasis on creating a safe space and being a comfort zone to others, which is definitely not what I displayed there. I have let all of you down by avoiding the importance of the matter and the immoral behavior I showed in the recent days. Every time I find a new game to stream, I get very passionate about it. Dead by Daylight is a hidden gem I discovered a few months back. It is a game I'm very fond of playing and I like to get better at it. The way I reacted to the situation with lack of sportsmanship and wrongful conduct takes the joy away from the game to others. I would like to apologize to my community and my supporters. I'm thankful to the people who see the good in me through this mistake. And then she ends it by saying, it is now clear to me that the harsh
Oi.
statements that were said were hurtful and not deserved towards him. In the past days, I have been going through comments, messages, as well as the video focusing on what happened with other points of view. What was done is wrong. I was wrong, and I fear that I have become someone that does not match the standards I believe should be upheld. I'm sorry to you, Nap Knight, and everyone I let down. I believe the best step for me to take right now is to reflect on my own actions and behavior and return once I see myself being who I once was, before I lost my way, and only once I am able to stand with the values that I believe in. Sincerely, Bob. So yeah, I'd say this is a standard apology, but it definitely came way too late, and only after she had not just doubled down, but tripled down on the fact that she had done nothing wrong, making it very controversial. This is why it doesn't really appear sincere. It appears to have been made out of obligation rather than sincerity. And you can see the same opinion of mine reflected in many of the replies, right? With some people saying that, oh, personally, if it was up to me, I'd unpartner you immediately from Twitch. With some funny comments like, this is a safe space for everyone to feel comfortable. 5 minutes later, oh, of course it's a white man, lol. She's not about to get away with this, and a lot of people are gonna hold her accountable even after this apology. But of course, there was another elephant in the room. People were also holding Antan accountable, the other partnered streamer in this equation, and the person who had made the whole white man privileged comment. She was blocking pretty much anyone who had something to say about her or Beba. Something substantial, because compared to Bebub's 10,000 followers on Twitter, she had way more presence on this platform. She had actually posted her apology on August 16th, 2024, one day before
The World Series of Poker live event.
Bebub's apology. But the reason why I left this till the end is because it got community noted. It is a very controversial apology. So let's read it, okay? Make up your opinion on it, and then let's look at the community note, as well as the almost 1,000 replies to this post, alright? Let's do it. The post starts off in French, saying « Bonjour tout le monde, j'ai demandé l'aide d'un ami pour m'aider à vous écrire aujourd'hui et j'ai... »
Bonjour. Monsieur Mekou. C'est la base de ma collection.
J'espère
What the
qu'un jour
fuck?
vous
Hold
me
on, get the shit
pardonnerez.
out of here.
So
Hold
in
on,
English,
fuck.
this means, hey everyone, I asked a friend to help me write this today, and I hope that one day you'll be able to forgive me. Then the rest is in English, and she says, as I've been sick for the past week, and just have been released from the hospital, today I find I have to speak of these events publicly. That's a very interesting way to start your statement. Guys, if you've been on the internet long enough, you know that when someone starts off their apology with a pity party, it's gonna be
come on,
really
ain't nobody, come on, yeah, fuck Otter.
so juicy.
About some, I've
You're
been
just
in the
fishing
hospital
for
for the past
sympathy.
week.
This isn't about you. This is about your behavior towards a smaller streamer. Then she says, I'm not here to defend myself because we all act a certain way when our past trauma is triggered. Oh my.
Past trauma? That's the shot you're going with? That's the bullshit you're going with?
God. But I don't want my poor health and past trauma to be an excuse.
Yeah, you
that's
all
why you
right.
mentioned it. I want it to be a way for me to keep
yeah,
growing
fuck
in the
outta.
best version of myself that I always strive for. I want to say first and foremost, I'm sorry to my community and I'm thankful and grateful to the people that are aware of who I am as a person and know that a little misunderstanding doesn't define me or make me a bad person. I made a mistake which made me only human. I'm really not that great at talking or fighting in general. It's not something I do by nature, only if I had no choice but to defend myself. Dead by Daylight is very much outside my comfort zone as a game, and being new to it, I wasn't aware of a lot.
Oh, you're new
I
to the
come
game.
from
Oh,
a
you haven't
different
cooked your
culture.
shit.
I grew up speaking French and Arabic, and as an African, I have dealt with all sorts of racism.
African.
Oh, here we fucking go. The shame and the anger I felt finding out I was using a derogatory slur was beyond me. I'm truly sorry, as for the whole entire time, I never thought it...
The shame and the anger I felt finding out. Tell me you ain't know what you were saying. That's what you're trying to tell me.
more than what
Like,
it is a description
this
or a
just-
person
this
with
bitch
lighter
chatting.
skin tones. I'm so very sorry for this. Yeah, dude, it's just a description. You know, like if
what?
I open a stream right now and I'm like, ugh, of course it's a black guy. Like, dude, I'm sorry. I just thought I was describing his skin tone. That's it. I was just describing the person, you know? It sounded like I was disgusted. No way. No. You completely misunderstood me. I'm sorry. I wasn't aware. She continues. In French, it has a more playful tone. Un blondinet riche. Blondinet is literally just a boy or a girl with blonde hair. That's it. The second word she was describing, riche, just simply means rich. Regardless of
Blonde
whether it's a
rich
French
boy.
expression. I can't
You know what, that
confirm
doesn't
or
really sound
deny,
that
guys.
bad,
I'm
if I'm
not
being
French. I
honest.
just live in the country. There was an
Live in
undeniable
France?
tone of disgust when she said, ugh, of course he's a white guy. So regardless if an expression is meant to be playful, when you say it with disgust, of course, all of a sudden it becomes racist. I mean, I think that's just common sense. She says, this is why I wasn't understanding my wrongdoing about it, and I don't think I will ever apologize enough for it, but I can assure you it won't ever be a part of my vocabulary, as I do not condone nor support racism. I mean, she still said, oh, he's a privileged white guy, he's so privileged, so I don't believe this, personally. I really don't. I just believe that she never thought it was racist. She still doesn't think it's racist, but only because people pointed it out, she's apologizing for it. She then continues, not to the point of discussing his numbers. This one was very low of me, and I don't even know how it actually came out of my mouth. I'm just ashamed. Not because people found out, but because I felt bad for even saying that. Which is why I attempted to contact the person in question and apologize, which was in vain. With no way to reach them, I hope that this amazing community will deliver my message. So, okay, here's the funny thing. In Napnight's reply, right, his initial reply to Baybub, someone asked this after Antan's apology on August 16th, linking her post and asking, did she really try to reach out to you to apologize? And then Napnight said, hi, not really, has had me blocked ever since I answered her tweet. So I guess he's referencing this right here. And I'm pretty sure this person asking this question actually got blocked by Antan because you're unable to view the post they quote tweeted. She has just been blocking everyone. Anyway, she then continues, Napnight, after rewatching your VODs, I realized we share a deep pain that only someone with the same deep cut could understand. It made me feel angry at first because I didn't understand it, but now I can see your pain. Your past doesn't define you. I'm sorry I wasn't a better encounter to you, a new friendship, or just a new gaming buddy. Instead, I was a bully, which is unacceptable, and that's why I apologize and hope nothing but the best for you. I'm so very sorry for my actions that were a one-time thing. I can assure you, just like you've never heard of me before, you won't ever hear from me again. So yeah, this post comes off as very insincere, but what doesn't help is the community note absolutely cooking Antan to ashes. It says, someone that is genuinely sorry wouldn't be reveling in their acts while diminishing and blocking people. After it became quite the problem, the apology was released. Also, to justify racism because one experienced it is not okay. End the cycle of violence.
And violence.
Linking this tweet right here, which showed what she said to the streamer ban message, saying that Baybub got banned. And interestingly enough, the person who posted this image on August 16th, the day Antan apologized, got blocked by Antan simply for just having a different opinion.
Fuck!
So, I don't think anyone in the
I'm
replies
not gonna lie, but I'm top on
believes
The Walking
this.
Dead.
And we see Spook and Jukes here yet again saying this. While some of this apology does appear genuine, the part where you say, a little misunderstanding doesn't define me is what I'm having trouble with. How is this a misunderstanding? You harass someone and shame them for their viewer/appearance. There's no misunderstanding. And yeah, some others also point out the fact that half or more of this was just her talking about herself and her trauma. That's not gonna work. The consequences of all this were catastrophic to both Baybub and Antan. Antan hasn't streamed in 11 days, and Babab hasn't streamed in 7 days. It doesn't seem like they'll really be able to recover their careers and public image. I think they might come back maybe in a couple more weeks or a month. But of course, when it comes to being able to collaborate with others,
I want to see where they at. Hold on.
Even just participate in the broader community, they'll definitely have a very hard time making any new friends from now on. That's for sure. On the other end of the spectrum, though, Nap Knight is sitting at almost 9,000 followers.
Like
and
you, big bro.
hopefully, after this video comes out, maybe he can reach 10,000 followers. It's a huge follower game.
Okay, perfect. Let me check this shit right now. Hold on. Fuck, you know what I'm like. Hold on. What's he doing real quick? What game is he playing? What the fuck is this?
One more try.
Team members.
Chat, we were.
What's he
Why
playing?
did y'all sell me like that?
Space on a pizza joint.
Bro,
Dave.
good.
Oh fuck.
The popcorn like hit the side.
It's not a count anymore? Or did I spell it wrong? Hold on. Fuck me. It's this one.
Because when they bully the end of the spectrum,
Fuck. Baybub. Oh, I spelled. No, yeah, I just spelled it wrong. Baybub. Okay, now I'm just confused. Hold on. Fuck. B-A-B. Did she get banned again or something? She delete her account? Okay, let's look at this other dude then.
being able to collaborate with others or even just participate in the broader community, they'll definitely have a very hard time making any new friends from now on. That's for sure. On the other end of the spectrum, though,
Nap Night. Damn, we got 15.8 now. Okay, so he only plays
shows together.
fuck's playing in my ear.
Disney Plus.
Fuck Otter. Yeah, he be playing Dead by Daylight, Dead by Daylight, Dead by Daylight. Let me just try this one time. Yeah, let me look at Twitter real quick. I'm not trying to get banned, so you know what I'm saying. Go cam real quick. See. Babe up. Oh, yep, that's a good thing I didn't show that. Did she change her name? Is this even her? Whoa. What the fuck happened to Babe? She quit streaming? Oh, hold on, she damn might have quit streaming. Hold on. Top. No, she hasn't been live since. Let's go latest. Hold on. Actually, I can show you. Actually, I don't know if I can. Anyway, actually, when was this video posted then? This was posted 9 months ago. And this last two was May 9th, and she still hasn't streamed since, apparently. Okay, well, that's the end of that video. Let me see something real quick. Search her name up on YouTube real quick. Dude, that's 9 months ago. 9 months ago. Yeah, I don't think she's done anything since all that this shit happened. Okay, I want to hear. Anyways, W video, YouTube, quick little minute 40 video. About how The Walking Dead.